Hi, this is Ann Maglinte. So today we're going to continue our work with St. Johnswort, but we're going to be making a medicinal oil that can be used for burns and any kind of scrapes or cuts, and also inflammation of joints. And all we need is to have a good quality olive oil. You're going to need a glass jar with a nice tight fitting lid and a nice sharp pair of scissors, and you need to collect your St. Johnswort. So the St. Johnswort is best used when it's actually had a little bit of time to wilt. So maybe pick it in the morning and then make this in the afternoon, or maybe make it the next day, because you don't want too much moisture in your St. Johnswort because you don't want it to mold. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be just cutting up the St. Johnswort and putting it in the jar. And we only really want to get just the top parts. So I have some St. Johnswort here that I have had since yesterday. And let's go ahead and start cutting it up. So I just kind of grab it like this and go like that. Pretty simple. And the amazing thing is that when you squish a St. Johnswort bud, a little bit of red comes out, and that has to do with the fact that this is the Hypericum perforatum variety. It grows wild here in Northern California, and that's why it's named for St. Johnswort, was for the blood of St. John. So typically I like to pick it right around St. John's Day, which is June 24th. So we want to have enough in here that we're going to be getting a really beautiful oil, but we also want to be able to make sure that our oil is going to be covering our flowers. You don't really want them poking out. Sometimes if you've got your flowers poking out, that can actually help the mold come, and you don't want that to happen. It's a nice idea to keep it outside. That's what's going to turn your oil red. It has to do with the sunlight. If you're worried about light damage on your St. Johnswort oil, because the sun, besides warming the oil, can also take away some of the medicinal qualities, what I like to do is I just put it in a brown paper bag, and then I can kind of shake it once a day, and after about a month it'll be time to strain it out. Now I like to strain mine. I use a sieve, and then I also use a piece of white cotton cloth. So that's how I prefer to strain mine out. All right, that looks good. And so then what we're going to do is we're just going to take our olive oil and we're going to pour it right over the top. And put that lid on. So after it's set for quite a while, about a month I'd say, you're going to get this beautiful red oil. So this is the one that I make, and look at that beautiful red color, and that's totally just from the St. Johnswort. And this is the one that I started about a week ago, and you can see it's starting to get a little of that red color here. So I hope you enjoy making the St. Johnswort oil. And the only thing that I would like to say is that St. Johnswort can be photosensitive. So if you are sensitive to sun, after you put it on, like say you've got some inflammation in your hand or your arms, go ahead and kind of not really go out in the hot sun. You might even want to wear like a long sleeve shirt. I've never had anything like that happen, but you just want to be aware of it. So I hope you'll enjoy making the St. Johnswort oil, and I'll look forward to working with you again. Bye-bye.